Mother of God, not another solo session. Hey guys, waluigiWALSHfilm here for another solo session. This time for some more game theories. Last time, if you remember, was an episode linking Mario to some other things. I'm done with this pencil already. It's annoying me. Anyway, today we will be discussing theories about who Shell is from the Portal series. So, if you've always wondered who she is, why she doesn't talk, and who she's related to, you're in the right video. So, without further ado, let's get started. I keep moving around. I'm sorry. I'm a fidgety person. I can't help it. Whee! Alright, let's get started. Shell. Okay. So I'm just going to list off some theories, and then I'll go dive deeper into it. Now, there's many theories about who she is, and there's pages of evidence backing up every single theory, which is why it makes it extremely hard to determine which one, but there's enough evidence. I think I know which one it is, and I think without further ado, let us get started. So, first theory is because they're both from Valve and they both don't talk, she is related to Gordon Freeman from the Half-Life series somehow. Now that could be possible, but if you own Portal 2, go in the extras and read the Lab Rat comic. It comes free with Portal 2 in the extras. I don't know, I have the PC version. It might not be in the console version. But after you read that, it's only 16 pages, and it explains the gap between Portal 1 and 2 and how she survived that explosion and everything. And you'll see a character named Doug Ratman. I'm going to be talking about him a lot. Anyway, Gordon says, now there's a file that the comic book talks about, and it says she can talk. She will not talk and is extremely frustrated and will come back to sane being and mental state once the task is done, which is not good that she's in the Portal program. So that means every level where she doesn't talk, it's just because she's extremely frustrated and waiting for it to be over. So yes, and part of that is in the first Portal game, Portal was originally supposed to be like an extra thing, like a thank you for buying the orange box, which came with Half-Life and Team Fortress. So they cranked that out in like a very few months, and they only got by from like recycling audio from like the Half-Life games. Like if you drop Shell from a long enough distance, she'll grunt, and that's like a grunt from if you shoot a civilian in that Half-Life game. So that's the reason she doesn't talk. I'm sure if they had a huge budget, she would talk, but it just became part of her personality that the low budget made her not talk. So I don't think she's related to Gordon Freeman, but I do believe they are both in the same world, since Aperture and Black Mesa have several times been noted for competing with each other, and the entire plot of Half-Life 3 is going after the Borealis, which is a ship that belongs to Aperture. So I very well believe that they two will have a crossover in Half-Life 3. So, number two is kind of combined with number 3. That I'll tell you both theories. She's either a clone or she's either a robot, because she doesn't talk and she's very numbery and does everything precise and things like that. For her being a robot, like I said, in Portal 1 you can hear her grunt and stuff, and there's robots in the Portal series, and they don't look like her, so unless they had like a really big spike in funding to make this like AI doesn't even know she's a robot, I don't think so. And some people claim that in Portal 2, if you go Easter egg hunting, you can find a secret room that's like a bunch of chambers of Shell and like a bunch of different shells in cloning chambers, but that's not true. That's a Gary's Mod thing. So if you come across that video, that is Gary's Mod. A very good Gary's Mod, no doubt, but that is a Gary's Mod. The person admitted it and everything. So that theory is already shot down. So she is human, and she's in the same world as Gordon Freeman, and she can talk, she's just frustrated. So that just leaves one other person. Now, Cave Johnson. Now here's the theory. She is Now, everybody, if you've played Portal 2, spoilers, okay? GLaDOS was human at first, and she was, like, dating Cave Johnson. It's all very implied and not spoken out directly, but you know it's true. And it was rumored that Shell is Cave Johnson and Carolyn's daughter, GLaDOS, before she got GLaDOsed. GLaDOs doesn't plural. Okay. So, yeah, it's very possible, and you can see family. Well, you can't see family. Well, so the Portal Lab Rat and the game implies that Carolyn and Cave had a daughter. Cave Johnson, that is, had a daughter, but they couldn't take care of it because Cave Johnson is busy with science, and Carolyn is like always wants to support him. So they gave the daughter up. Who to, you might ask? Doug Ratman from the Portal comic. If you haven't read it, then none of this will make sense. So please, I beg you, read the Portal comic in the extras of Portal 2, or just look it up online. It's free on like Steam's website it's like 16 pages. It's like a Flash animation. It's extremely. I read it in like 10 minutes, and now it all makes sense. So Doug Ratman works for you know. Aperture. When GLaDOS did the neurotoxin in Portal 1 and killed all the staff, half the staff, and then put the other half of the staff through testing, Doug Ratman escaped. He's known as the Rat Man in Portal 1. If you've played Portal 1, you know that sections of the wall are missing, and like there's writing. That is from the Rat Man, or Douglas Ratman, who is Shell's adopted father, because he's watching it as a favor to Cave Johnson, and Doug Ratman went crazy, and he's the one that put all the stuff about the companion cube being alive. There's a whole nother video on YouTube called Theory of What the Companion Cube Is. Like, people think that the companion cube is an actual living thing, and there's like an alien inside of it. That's a whole nother video. Look it up online. But I'm just gonna. He thinks he's crazy. He loves the companion cube, and he looks out for Shell and protects her, and that's why she does kind of well. He's the one that puts her in a cryostasis after Portal 1, so that she can live and not die, because she was about to die. But he died for saving her life and putting her in cryostasis. He died from like a bullet wound from some turrets, and he died. So yeah, that is the theory that has the most evidence, is that she is the daughter of GLaDOS, which is when GLaDOS deleted the Carolyn memory. I'm sorry, there's a feather flying around in my room. When GLaDOS deleted the Carolyn memory, she forgot all about that, and that's why she has a connection with Shell, but she doesn't know why, so she just puts her through constant testing, and that's it. So, that's all for waluigiWALSHfilm's game theories today. Stay tuned for more. I don't know what next episode will be. I just uploaded a new video on my other channel, walshfilm. Check that out. Dudley, I believe, is going to have his first solo session, so let's all give him a round of applause for that later on. And keep following Gameschool 101, Lionel Walsh of WalshFilm. Stay classy. Thank you for playing, and school is out.